Alrighty, so I got a pizza crust, and I seen a video Blackstone had did. They called it Cajun flatbread, and it looked awesome. But I got a pizza crust on my Blackstone. I have about a half a block, pound and a half of mozzarella, and I've got some pepperoni. Then I've got some ham and andouille sausage, and sauce and mushrooms. And so what I am attempting to do is pizza without a pizza oven, just to see if I can do it. The way they did that flatbread is they cooked the bottom side until it was golden brown. Then they took two spatulas, flipped it over, and then once, basically you're baking it from the bottom up, then you flip it over and you go ahead and finish it out. But it looked awesome, and so I want to try it, because how do you ever know if you're missing out if you never try nothing? So anyway, I'll keep you posted as this progresses. Okay, so here is my crust, and I gotta say, it is coming out really good. So I think what I'm going to do is flip it and take my heat all the way to low on both sides and finish this off, and I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. Okay, I can tell you one thing. As soon as you flip this, if you ever try this, put your sauce and your toppings on, because I think my crust is going to be just a little bit dark. I don't think it's going to burn, but that's why you do things new. That way you can figure out what not to do if you screw up. I have another pizza crust, and so I can do another one and make sure that it turns out exactly the way that it should. But like I say, I was going off a video, but I will show you when it's all done. Alright, so what I did to keep it from burning is I turned my heat off and just closed the lid, and I'm going to call that good. I'm going to throw it on the cutting board, take it in, and so anyway, I really think that if a person was to build it right after you flip it, then I think that cheese would get a little bit golden brown, but you wouldn't be fighting burning your crust. And I had this on low, so this was definitely not a on high cook. So anyway, that's it. Alright, so I'm doing the second one, and I want to test my theory. I have my temperature all the way low, and last time I had to turn up my offside burner just a little bit because this side wasn't cooking as hot, because I want to know exactly how long one bottle of propane will last. And so I got this for my birthday in September, and that's still the first bottle of propane. And I cook on this thing. I mean, I cook on it. I didn't get it to look at and say, oh, I got one. I use it at least 3, sometimes 4 times a week. So when it was nicer, I used it every single day. But anyhow, what I am trying to do is I want that crust just like before. The only difference is this time, as soon as I flip that, I'm gonna sauce it, put my meat, my peppers, my mushrooms, my cheese, and then close the lid and let it go. Now what I might do is go ahead and kill the heat, and then just let that oven temperature with the lid on it I'm thinking with the lid down, that acts like an oven. And then just let that internal temperature go ahead and melt that cheese down. So anyway, we will go through this process again. I'll keep you posted. Okay, so I think it's gonna work. I have everything together. That core crust is, yeah, I think this is gonna be awesome. All right, I will let you know the difference. Okay, so that gives you an idea. You're gonna get a couple of dark spots, not a big deal. It just is what it is. But I would say after that one, yeah, I mean, it looks worse than it is. This one, I think, is going to be tasty, tasty, tasty. So if you do this, as soon as you flip this over and start cooking that bottom side, sauce it, topping it, and then just once your cheese melts, I don't think you're going to get that golden brown like you do on a oven pizza or anything else, but cheese is melted, everything's warm. You really can't bitch. All right, thanks, later.